Gogglebox star Chris Steed has often hinted at his secret vanity on the show, but he's taken it to the next step by having a third hair transplant just days ahead of his wedding this weekend. The hairdresser from Brighton, who shares a sofa with good friend Stephen Webb on the hit Channel 4 program, went under the scalpel once again to give himself a full head of hair for when he marries husband Tony Butland on Saturday. "I had a second transplant in 18 months because I wanted to look gorgeous when I walk down the aisle with Tony on Saturday," he revealed. "Lots of men cope brilliantly with baldness and are happy to shave their heads to cover it up, like my fiancé Tony." He went on, "But I've never wanted to be a baldy. I'm a hairdresser and I love creating wonderful hairstyles for all my clients. Having these hair transplants has ensured that I can have great hair myself." The star spent £8,000 on the latest procedure, which was carried out at the Crown Clinic in Manchester, and involved 4,000 individual hairs being grafted onto the sides and back of his head to produce a thicker look. Chris, who started going bald at the age of 18, had developed self-esteem issues over his thinning locks and turned to other methods of covering up his bald spot. "I've always been incredibly vain and it would be a big blow to my self-confidence if I lost my hair," he added. "For years, I wore wigs and hairpieces to cover my baldness after I started losing my hair in my teens." Chris revealed to the Daily Star Sunday in October 2016 that an embarrassing sexcapade involving his toupee had confirmed to him that he wanted the first of his 3 transplants. He confessed, "I was getting it on with a guy and he started running his fingers throughout my hair and he sort of almost ripped it off my head. It was really awful. I was getting into the midst of passion and the last thing you expect is for someone to rip your hair off." Luckily, the Brighton hairdresser got his coiffure back in shape with the help of the first 2 treatments. Chris said at the time, "I am so pleased with the results and I do feel 10 years younger. I had significant baldness around my crown and this new procedure has filled in all those gaps. My first procedure was around the front of my scalp and my hairline. I started losing my hair at a very early age and would be as bald as a coot now, just like my dad, if I had not received this help." He returned for the autumn 2016 series of Gogglebox with a shaved head, and kept his barnet under wraps while his hair grew back. He added, "I had it during a break in filming Gogglebox just after Christmas and then returned to the last series with my head shaved where they had taken the donor hair for the procedure. I was wearing a baseball cap to cover it up while my hair grew back. I had messages on Twitter from fans asking if I had cancer because I was wearing the cap. They thought I might have lost my hair through chemotherapy. Well, the truth is that I have had a hair transplant and I am very happy to make that clear. I have posed up now for pictures because all the lovely new hair has grown back." Thousands of men have been inspired by people like Wayne Rooney, Callum and Robbie Williams to get help with their hair. The technology has improved so much that you cannot tell if a person has had anything done.